Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite entrees, the preparation of beef 2 ways. Braised short rib in Burgundy and roasted beef tenderloin. First we're going to start off with the short rib. We're going to dredge it in seasoned flour. We have salt, pepper, and garlic mixed in with the flour. We want to rub that on both sides. Now in a hot saute pan, we're going to saute the beef and we're going to brown it on both sides to give it a nice caramelized color and lock in all the juices. Now while that's browning, I want to go over the other ingredients that are going to go into this dish. We have our Mirepoix, which is carrot, celery, and onions. We have our tomato paste, fresh herbs or fresh thyme. We like to use fresh herbs here. We don't use most of the dry herbs. They become very bitter. We also have bay leaves and peppercorns. Now while the beef is browning on one side, we're going to flip it. You want to get a nice golden color on either side. Besides from our peppercorns, we have our Burgundy wine and our demi-glaze, which is made from caramelized veal bones and aromatics. Now that our short rib is caramelized, we're going to remove it from the pan, let that sit to the side. And we're going to add in our Mirepoix, which is carrot, celery, and onions. We're going to saute that up just until they're about translucent, about 2 or 3 minutes. We're going to add in our tomato paste. This is going to help with the flavor and give the sauce richness and color. You want to pincer the tomato paste, meaning to cook out the acidity in it. That's going to take about 2 or 3 minutes. Once that's pincered, we're going to add in our fresh thyme, bay leaves, and peppercorns. We're going to saute that up for 2 minutes. Next, we're going to add in our Burgundy wine, deglaze the pan, and we're going to add in our demi-glaze. We're going to stir those together, bring it up to a boil. We're going to add our piece of short rib back into the pot, cover it, put it in the oven. This is going to slow roast for about 3 to 4 hours until the meat falls off the bone. Next, I'm going to show you our roasted beef tenderloin. Take your beef, you want to season it with salt and pepper on all sides. Now you want to have a hot pan when searing this off. This way, again, it locks in all the juices. With that searing, we're going to get our mashed potatoes ready. We have our Yukon Gold mashed potatoes, which have been boiled in water. Then we mix them with a little bit of cream, butter for richness and flavor. To that, we're going to add in some caramelized onions, which give a little bit of sweetness and color as well. Now that they're set, we'll check on our beef. Once the beef is seared on all sides, we're going to take it and we're going to roast it in a 350-degree oven until it's medium rare. When you take the beef out of the oven, you want to allow it to rest. You don't want to cut into it right away because all the juices will bleed out of the meat and it'll become a very dry piece of beef tenderloin. We're going to take our potatoes, we're going to pipe them down the center of the plate. We're going to take our beef tenderloin. Next, we're going to take our short rib that's been braising for 4 hours. I'm going to plate that. I'm going to take some of the juice or the braising liquid from the short rib. I'm going to put a little bit on this side of the plate, a little bit more over. Take our beef tenderloin, place it right on top. We have our sauteed green beans that we sauteed in garlic and oil. And there you have it. 2 preparations of beef, braised short rib, and roast tenderloin of beef.